So with 2.4 wrapping itself up and 2.5 coming into our hands very soon, we gotta discuss something that's important. Lupa needs to make a new energy drink from her sweat.
That's so stupid.
But the other important thing is how they handled the story this time in Septimont, because it was different. Splitting things up could have been a total boner killer and drastically bad test if not done right. Thankfully for us, all was good, at least to me. It came on second banner release with Lupa, which makes sense since the second half was more Lupa focused and made sense narratively. And I guess psychologically for wanting people to get Lupa if you didn't want her already. The pacing of things felt generally good from first to second part, and the wait from first to second part really allowed me to sort of take a breather to digest things a little bit, while participating in the events that were here. It made things feel less daunting as a time commitment, and I personally enjoyed that. I don't know what it is too, but Septimont just feels fucking huge to explore, so that alone is a daunting task to me. Not only that, I like that the beginning bit also gave a short refresher on the first part, but in a way that didn't really feel like it, since from Rover's perspective, they're still trying to put things together too. The critiques I have is that Frolova taking the gem could have been a bit more than just a chapter in reality with nothing else to it. I think a lot of people missed it actually. It could have been something as quick as 1.1's tease at the end of Mount Firmament, a cut or transition to tease Frolova's upcoming focus, as well as Cristoforo and Scar's feelings and teased plans would have been a nice cliffhanger and bit of closure for their failure. I also want to know if Cristoforo suspects or knows about Frolova's intervention causing his tale to fail. I guess only time will tell. Another very minor critique was that the second part of the quest was a bit shorter, which isn't even really that big of a deal, considering together they're probably about the same runtime as all of the other quests. It goes to show how good 2.4 was, since I wanted more. Overall though, this first attempt felt pretty damn smooth, and at least personally for where I dwell, in the steaming underboob of the BBW that is the internet, well, I didn't really see any butthurt bitching about it. Maybe some impatience, but not to the point of irritation because of it being rooted in hyped anticipation. And I think that's why this felt so good. When they announced that they were going to try and split story beats, I was a bit worried because of how bad time gates tend to be. In live services, it's usually used as a FOMO tactic, and while yes, in essence it is still used as that here, the anticipation of it helped in limiting that negative aura that comes tied with time gates. And the time gate was also not even terribly long, nor was it tied to something like a limited event, like how many of the events are in Wuthering Waves and all other gacha games. It's on something that is eventually permanent, and you're able to get all the rewards that come with it, making this time gate lower in stakes and dedication. I do want to know what you think though. Should Lupa make a 100% all natural drink from her pores? Heart pour? Give me sweat pour. Oh, and do you also want to see them do this more, or reserve it for special quests and not make this a habit? I will say that this forced pacing in fact would have been perfect for 1.3 after Shorekeeper's sacrifice if they attempted this earlier. That would have been an example of when it also would have worked swimmingly. It allows to have more believable kickoff into Rover solving how to save her, along with the emotional rumination that she could have very well been dead. So if there ever happens to be another similar sequence, I hope they will utilize this split of story quests to allow things to better flow narratively, and even maybe allow a few in-world changes leading up to the next quest. I think that'd be super rad and very interactive for those who are keeping up with Wuthering Waves daily. Anywho, thank you for letting me take your time, like and sub, and be safe out there.
Your echo's more boisterous than a tada.